Okay, guys, for our next card, we're going to start with our Halloween pattern. And we're also going to use our half sheet of Very Vanilla and give that a good crease. I've also cut a 2x4 inch piece of our copper foil, and then I've embossed the 4x5 1/4 inch Very Vanilla. Okay, so I'm going to add this to my card right there, and then we'll attach it to the card itself. Like so. And then this goes on here. All right, we're also, there we go, that looks good. We're also going to take and stamp a pumpkin on here and heat emboss it with our copper embossing powder. So I'm going to stamp this in copper, or I'm sorry, in Versamark, and then emboss with the copper powder. Sorry. Okay, I'm also going to stamp one of these leaves right next door. Okay, so we'll take and here's my copper powder. And then I have kind of a cool alternative for this. Sometimes when I flick it too hard and too much powder comes off. There we go. All right, we'll punch that out. Like so, and then we're going to also punch on a scrap of our copper a little handle. And then we're also going to fussy cut out this little leaf. And I'm just going to leave a little border going around the edge. Like so. Okay. Now for this, oops, I'm going to take and I think we'll pop this up onto our card with a couple of dimensionals. And actually, I'm going to do a bunch just because I embossed that and then we're putting it on kind of a lumpy surface, so I want it to look nice. We'll put a glue dot on our foil. I put them away. Crazy me. I kind of giggle whenever I kind of pick up between videos, and sometimes I forget where I put stuff. Okay, so there's that. Look at this. It's so cute. And then I'm going to just tuck that right in as well. Like so. And then for our sentiment, I'm going to take my crushed curry ink and stamp "Give Thanks" on here. You could do that. Ooh. Oh, I'll never line that up. Nope. Okay, so we'll just take a little scrap piece and try that once more. Give thanks. Yeah, so stamp it before you emboss it, apparently, is what I should have done. I'll put that in the directions too. Okay, so we'll just put that kind of right there. Give thanks and no one will be the wiser. Okay, so there is our card. Kind of cute. Now, for our second version of this, we're going to take the same layout almost. I'm going to omit the copper panel, but instead I'm going to add a copper pumpkin. Okay, so I'm going to put my card together kind of in the same way. I kind of like actually the debossed side of this pattern better than the embossed side. So that's where the pattern kind of goes down. I like that look. Okay, now we're going to take and stamp this in some, I think we're going to do early espresso ink. So I'm just going to take and stamp my pumpkin in early espresso on here. I'm also going to take and stamp on this piece right here in early espresso. And then one final time, I'm going to stamp on this piece in early espresso. So we've got 3 patterned pumpkins, which are kind of fun, a little different. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And then last but not least, we're going to add a copper one with my scrap of copper here. Okay, so let's put these together. And you can really play with the different patterns on this as well. But I kind of liked these 3 sort of contrasting colors. And you can kind of decide which one you want out front. It's up to you. Like so. And we're going to pop that one up. So I like to arrange everything and then kind of stick things down. And then, like I said, we'll pop this one up with our dimensionals. Like that. We'll also take and do some stems with our little scrap. And here's where you can, I mean, you can really fit even in the tiniest little piece. You can get a stem or 2, which is really awesome for using up scraps of this metallic, because you always end up with these odd sizes left over. So I'll grab my glue dots once again and put in my handles. I like calling them handles. And this could be kind of like an adult Halloween card or a Thanksgiving card. You know, it's really up to you. Whatever floats your boat. But I do like mixing up these patterns. I think it's fun. And then adding the little copper accents. That's fun too. And you know what? We should have stamped our sentiment ahead of time. Darn it all. So I think I'll do the same thing I did before. We'll just stamp it on our little scrap that we have left over. I'm going to write, "Hey there, pumpkin," on this one. We'll punch that end just because, you know, I love doing that. I'll adhere it over here. Now I'm also going to embellish this with a few of our little gems, as well as our little, I'm going to take a double length of this twine and tie another bow. Oops, I think I messed that up. Let's try that once more. There we go. And then we're going to add it. Oh, this is so cute. I love these little extra touches. I think they make the cards so awesome. And you know what? Actually, I meant to put rhinestones on our last card too. So let's do that as well. I just got to find them. I think they're buried under all of my pieces and parts here. Yep. Okay. So we'll take, and I'm going to put one right there. One, oops, right there. A yellow one over here, and maybe one more red one kind of over here. There we go. That's kind of fun. Isn't that cute? And then on this one, we can add several. So I'll put a couple there and maybe one up there. Oh, awesome. So there you have it, guys. Check out, I've got some great alternatives in the directions. So make sure you take a look at those. I hope you've loved these projects and they've really gotten you excited to play with this stamp set. I love this set. It really has grown on me so much, like I said. Anyway, thank you again so much for taking this class. I really appreciate your business, and I will see you again soon. Bye, guys.